Hey, good morning, y'all. And of course, if you're not where I'm at, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Good everything, y'all. We're going to have us a good day, y'all. Rise and shine. And the lesson for today, actually, I'm going to give y'all a word for today. Hey, it's sacrifice. All right? As we work on our goals, as we work on leveling up, y'all, we're working on resumes. We're working at the gym. We're working on our budgets. Everything that we said we was going to do last year or at the beginning of this year, whatever resolutions y'all made, y'all, it requires sacrifice, y'all. I'm Camille. I'm working on transitioning from service into sales. Been in healthcare all my adult life, and I'm going to use that experience in service and use it in sales to get me to another level in life, y'all. But sacrifice. What is sacrifice? Y'all had to Google it and I looked it up. Sacrifice can be a noun or a verb, but we're going to speak of it in the verb. So I looked at the Cambridge Dictionary, and it is the act of giving up something that is valuable to you in order to help someone else. It is the act of giving up something that is valuable to you in order to help someone else. Now I had to think about that, like, sometimes that somebody that you giving up something for can be your kids, can be your husband, mom, dad, but sometimes that person that you sacrificing for is your future self. That's the other person. But check this out. The thing that you give up to get that something else, that's called the opportunity cost. What's the price of admission, y'all? What did you have to give up? So I'll give y'all an example. When I was going to school to get my master's degrees, y'all, I had to give up time. I had to give up my weekends, y'all. I spent 2 years working on the night shift on the weekends. When I tell y'all there wasn't no partying going on the weekend, I found a spot on Thursday night. But anyway, whatever. Y'all, but I had to give up time on the weekends in order to get my degree, when I was working on my nursing degree, when my bachelor's degree, this was ages ago, from 06 to 09, y'all, I gave up time with my kids. I had to go to school in the morning time and I had to work in the evening. On those days that I had to go to school in the daytime, I lost that time with my kids. That was opportunity cost. But the good thing is, can you look back where you standing at now? This is your future self, and look back and say that it was worth it. And of course, to me, it was definitely worth it because the life that we were living then, it was actually pretty good, but it's even better now since I finished my nursing, of course, since I went back to get my master's degrees and things of that such. But when you're looking at the sacrifice, make sure that you can look back and say that it was worth it. It's a sad day when you can say I sacrificed, y'all, and you arguing about it. I gave you the best years of my life. You being mad about that sacrifice. Hey, if you're gonna give it up, be glad about it, okay? Not necessarily glad, but I would say know that it's worth it, And sometimes it's not the happiest moment because I wanted to party. But okay, I want to drink and I want to eat whatever food that I want to eat too. But what is that going to get you, y'all? You know what I'm saying? You want to be a certain weight. Maybe you got to give up certain foods. Maybe you got to give up time because now you got to spend time at the gym. You got to change your sleeping hours. Anything that's worth having is worth spending time, giving up something in order to get it, y'all. And that act of it, that's sacrifice. What are you willing to give up to get what you want, y'all? And what's the price of admission? Ooh. What's the opportunity cost? Ooh, look, is it worth it? Was it really worth it? Maybe that time that you spent with somebody you ain't have to. But anyway, y'all, hey, we working on our goals. We leveling up in life, and it's gonna require some sort of sacrifice. Now, we ain't talking about blood sacrifice. You ain't got to go kill nobody now, but it's some things you're gonna have to prioritize. What do I need to give up, y'all? I go to sleep at 8 o'clock at night to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Sometimes you got to give up staying up at night, but y'all figured out what's gonna be your cost of admission. What are you willing to give up to get what y'all want? I'm finna go to work. Y'all have a good one.